Hello everybody, welcome to part 25 of Grandad's Little Railway. Right, you find me pondering about what to do next. I'm going to be showing you a bit of the incline in this video, but first of all I want to try and work out what I'm going to do with this board. Now, for those of you who don't know, this was the very first part of the layout when it was in the shed in my old home. Which is why I don't want to get rid of it, because it does tell part of the story of, of the progress of this layout. But my problem, not a problem, but this board here, this part here, which is basically nearly a 2 foot by 2 foot, is really only going to be the scenic part. I.e. there'll be some buildings on it, there'll be some trees on it, and there'll be a station on it, and obviously with the station there's going to be 2 tracks going up the middle of the board, but that's it. Apart from this bit here, this bit here is going to be the head shunt like it was before, but of course it's got a white point on it. Not that that's a problem, but I'm deliberating. In a minute it's all one piece. I've cut it out of a funny shape, but it's all one piece. But I'm deliberating cutting this off and making it a separate part, because should anything go wrong, I'll be able to lift it out. If anything goes wrong with, I don't know, the point motor or wire coming off, or something wrong with the point itself, I'll be able to just unscrew it, lift it out right out, and sort it out, rather than upset the rest of the board. Because really, as I said, there's only going to be the scenic work and 2 tracks, no other points, just 2 tracks going through the station. The points are good for the runaround loop. They're going to be further up on the next board. So my inclination is to cut that off and put in some sort of guiding system, so that if I do take it out and put it back in, it should all hopefully line up again. I have sort of done that with the incline. I've just used some wooden dowels, and it seems to be working okay. So I might employ that from over there to over here, and then of course if anything does go wrong I can just lift it out, and that sounds like a good plan to me. As I say, I don't want to, I did ponder with the idea of just redoing all this, but as I said before, it tells a story, or it reminds me of how it all started when it was in my old home back in the shed. So what I'll do now, I'm going to move you, and I'll show you the inclines that I've done. They're not in place yet, and hopefully you'll see me put them in place, and you'll see what I mean by lining up all the bits and pieces so that the trains can run smoothly. That's a plan, isn't it, eh? Right, okay, let's get on. Okay. I waited for a YouTuber by that model railway guy. He was going to build an incline, and I waited for his to come out before I decided on what I was going to do with mine. He went for a 3%. Now, and when he got it all together, the locos wouldn't go up the ramp. He had to put a power base underneath the track. I didn't want to do that, so I decided to go for a 2%, which I've done. I've got the Woodland Scenics risers. I got 2%. I bought a pack of that, and I then realised I had to make some sort of platform for them to sit on, and that caused a bit of a dilemma. I could have just made them out of MDF, I suppose, but mine being on a corner, trying to mark it out, cut it out of a jigsaw to find out it was wrong was just too much. So I thought what I'll do, I'll use foam board, at least to get a template, which I did. So I got the template and I raised it up and put it all together, and I'll show you the results now. Now I've made this in sections, and this is the section that goes on the side in run around loop point. As I say, I made it with foam board, and I've used blocks of 18mm ply spare that I had, just to give it some support. This part here is flat. That's what's going up against the point, because I wanted the track to come off the point before going down the ramp. So there's about 4 inches on the flat there, and then it hits the ramp and decides to go down. And although this was going to be a template, it's actually quite rigid. So I've decided to stick with it. Now there's 3 pieces in total, and what I would do is I would try and put them in place and show you how they go together. I don't know if this is going to work or not, so bear with me. What I also wanted to do was, because I'm making it so it does come apart, was make it so that when it goes back together again, there's some sort of alignment for the track, to keep obviously all aligned. So what I come up with is some blocks and dowels. They're just 8mm wooden dowels that you can get from anywhere. And the idea is, and I'll try and do it so I don't jog the camera, is that will just now slot in and be in place. Let's have a go. Not that I can see what I'm doing. There you go. And that's gone together quite nicely. And I'm going to go put the other bit in now, the other 2 bits in now, and you'll see where they go. Here we go with the second piece, made in exactly the same way. And that will just, hopefully just, there you go, that will just slot it in place, and that is all now, that's all quite level and quite even. Let's go for the third one now. Right, this is the third piece. Now this is actually a straight piece. This is actually going to just go from the end of that incline onto the baseboard, which is sitting beside it, and that just fits in like that. And that's all now, all lovely and smooth. And what will happen now is that will now just butt up to that baseboard, and again be lovely and flush, and the track can come down there without any problem. Obviously the baseboard is going to be screwed down, and that would help hold everything in place. So all I've got to do now with it is to get the caulk on top and get the track laid, and we're ready to rock and roll with some more of the layout. Well, let's give you a final sweep round. Obviously you're not going to see this because there'll be balls coming in front of it as well, and obviously it's all going to be scenic up. But yeah, you get the it'll give you the gist of the idea of what I'm doing. And now when I get here, I'm just going to pan you up a little bit. Some of you guys will remember the hill that I was trying to create, and it's been knocking about in this room for a while because I didn't know if it was going to fit in, or no point me getting rid of it if I could use it. But it turns out, yeah, it can sit in that corner quite nicely again. I have got to trim it back a little bit and around the middle of the curve and fill out the ends, but a little bit of alterations, but not too much. and that should sit in there quite nicely, and hopefully that'll look quite effective. That's what I'm hoping so anyway. Right, with that said, I'm now going to take it all back apart and continue with getting it so that I can use it. Hopefully by the end of this video, or at least in the next video, you should be able to see a train going up and down it. And we'll see. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Please forgive me because you are handheld. As you can see, the track is now down. We've got the track mounted on there. That hillside's in production. And the track goes all the way down now, and I managed to bring it temporarily onto the new baseboard, and I put up a rough bit of track here, and that will come all the way round. Now you can see here I've got a loco in ready to try it out, and that's got 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches behind it. Now I don't know how I'm going to do this and operate this train and film it at the same time, but I will have a go. Let me just see, because I don't think my camera light's on. I'll come back to you. Oh, it was on. Camera just in the wrong position. Yeah, right. So we've got the old version of the Flying Scotsman now. And we've got the these are I think they're Lima coaches actually, and they're running on plastic wheels, so they're going to be a little bit give the loco a little bit of work to do. So let's see how it gets on. Right, here goes. I'm going to say, please forgive me if it's all wobbly. Here we go. Up onto the incline now. I've slowed it down. And it made that with no problem whatsoever. Well, that's mission accomplished, isn't it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to back it back down now. Here she comes. I know a loco wouldn't normally do this, but I've got no choice at the moment. Oh, a little bit of a stutter. Right, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put another coach on the back and see how it gets on with 5. Well, here we go. As you can see, I've put another one on. So let's see how it gets on. Well, I'm pleased with that. I don't think I'll need to test it out anymore. Let's just back it down. I will put another one on, just for the sake of it. For some reason it stopped there, but yeah, I'll put another one on anyway. Right, I've got the 6th coach on. I'll just run down the train so you can see. There we go. I've got one of my Newport ones on the back. Alright, let's see if it'll climb. Almost. Right, here goes. Starting off halfway up the incline. Well, it would probably went the right way, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's not too bad. I've lost it again, but never mind, that's test complete. Yeah, that's because it's never going to pull. I don't think it's ever going to pull 6 coaches up this incline, and he done that, and it was only on quarter power. So yeah, I think that's test complete. There, one final look at that. There you go, job done. I can now move on. Well, I can't tell you how relieved I am that that incline was a resounding success. Yeah, oh dear. I was a bit worried, I must admit, after seeing various videos of trains trying to get up there and wheel slipping and not making it, when I was just thinking, oh, with my luck, the way this has gone, that's what's going to happen. But no, it's given me a break. And yeah, she made it up the hill just fine. I'm going to bring this video to an end now, but before I do, I'll just take you back to the beginning of the video where with this head shunt. I did cut it off. I'll show you. It'll just slot out. There we go. There we go. It just slots out now. It will be held in place by these 2 screws and 2 holes there and there for 2 dowels that are on this board here. All I have to do now is slot it in place like that, and jobs are good, and screw it down, jobs are good. So I'll probably be covering that in the next video, as well as a little bit more scenic work. So yeah, that's it for this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next. Remember to like and subscribe if you can. It really does help me. So yeah, until the next time, bye.